Mr. Walker, will you sign her motorcycle, please?
So they said if I sign the motorcycle, I get to keep it and take it home. So I said yes, I would.
Okay, perfect.
Just here. I'm not gonna lie, this makes me sad because 2 months ago my motorcycle was stolen. Thank you, thank you.
You know what though, we're giving this out next year to a special fan, so if you come back next year, you can win it. Do you want to come, should we have him come back next year?
I could work with that, I could work with that. So, I'm just gonna do the whole gig from here. Yeah, it feels good. So Shadow Mirror Season 3 is gonna be riding a bike. Start it up! No, you get me in trouble. Get me in trouble. What is it? It's a FanX. Okay, nice, good make. It's nice. It feels nice. I had a soft tail, so if you see any nice fancy like black Harley Davidson Breakout 2014, custom to heck, like lowered, widened, new pipes on the side, all matte black, chrome. It was beautiful. So if you see it, it's not theirs. It's mine. I promised myself I wouldn't cry. Oh, it cut me so deep. So literally, it took me like 2-3 years to customize this bike. Like literally, the handlebars, the grips, the tires. I literally spent, and I'm serious, guys will back me up. The girls are like, you're an idiot. Guys, I spent not really, but on off, 6 hours choosing alloys for my bike. That's a thing, right? I appreciate, brother. Feel my pain, man, feel my pain. Do you know what, you should feel my pain now. I didn't realize it was so high. I mean, my pants are really tight. Look away, ladies. No, it's okay, I'm gonna go sideways. Nailed it. Okay, so basically, welcome to the Ricky Whittle Netflix special. This is my comedy hour. They were like, do you want a moderator to ask you questions? I was like I give anyone a chance to talk. It doesn't happen. This is legit my comedy special. I'm gonna put this forward to Netflix and be like, yo, pay me some money. This could sell. If not, I'll just do that. See, it works. You're so predictable. You're disgusting. I'm kidding. So, number one, welcome to FanX. If this is your first time like it is mine, welcome. If it is your second, third, fourth, whatever, welcome back. This is an incredible con that I've been told about recently, and over the past 3 years, my manager, Lainey, constantly talks about how great this con is, and she's like, oh my God, you've got to get you in here, got to get you here, got to get you here. I'm like, all right. And then when she, so you've got to say thank you to Lainey, yeah. And then when she realized that she got the contract, she was like, she texted me, yay, we're going to Salt Lake City in capitals. And I was like, stop yelling. Why are you yelling? So I feel like during this hour, out of respect, occasionally I'm going to drop into Orlando Jones impersonations. Because, number one, he's my idol. And he should have been here. But unfortunately, he's having to deal with the hurricane stuff. And he's a superhero, so he has to look after his family and the rest of America. So, I know he really wanted to be here. Please know that he definitely wanted to be here, and it is literally his love for his family and the safety of his family that he's not. So I'm just gonna drop into Orlando Jones every now and then and just like, it's almost like he's even here. I don't know why y'all yelling. I love how they bring me a chair as well. Obviously they don't know me, I don't sit down. I'm very rarely on stage. It's only because they've got cameras and I'm kind of worried that they can't catch me if I ran off through the crowd. Sometimes I don't even come on through the stage. I come running in the back, and I'm sat in the back, and people are like, "Where is that dude?" I'm hearing voices. I wanted to say something. Oh yeah, that was it. So okay, this is my second time in Utah. Utah has a very special place in my heart because it was the last time I was drunk. And when I say drunk, I mean hammered. Proper hammered. Like, I don't even remember what happened. So, that was 8 years ago. I didn't have a problem, it was just fun. But I was here for Sundance Film Festival for, which is a pretty, I don't know, do you know it? I'm just playing. Why are you yelling? This ain't Chippendales. I mean, it could be. Just a little. No. So I was at Sundance Film Festival for my first ever feature, Austin Land. Oh, you know it, do you? Oh, stop. So my producers are all from here. This is hometown for Austin Land. So Shannon Hale, the author of the book, incredible woman, one of the nicest ladies you'll ever meet. I love her to bits. She signed my underwear when we wrapped, and she said, "Please don't tell anyone." And so I tell everyone, because she's not that type of person. She's like really shy and sweet. And like I was like, "Just sign it." She said, "No, I can't. Stop it, Ricky." I'm like, "Just sign it. It'll be funny. It'll be a good story." She said, "Oh, don't tell anyone though." I was like, "I won't." Told everyone straight away. So Shannon Hale, and then my producers were Jerusha and Jared Hess of Napoleon Dynamite fame, Utah fame, and then Stephanie Meyer, Twilight. So everyone was hometown. So we were here selling off Austin Land, and it got bought day one. So I was in Sundance Film Festival for 4 days. Well, 3 because it got bought the first day. 3 days with nothing to do. So I got hammered. Every day. All day. Like a good British man does. And because my friends all flew out because it was a big deal. It was my first movie. It was like, what do you want to do when you're a kid? I'm going to go and be a movie star. I'm going to go to America. Everyone's like, you can't do that. Whatever, bro. You're from Oldham, which is like the arsehole of the armpit of England. It's not nice. Like, I sound really posh and you're like, oh my God, he's British. He's so sexy. It's so exotic. I put it on. I'm really rough. I'm from a proper ghetto. Like, if you came to visit my house, so you were coming to my house, on my estate, like the housing area, I would have to warn the area that I know you. Because if you came to my house and parked your car, when you came out, it would not be there. Or it might be there, luckily, but with no wheels. Or windows. Or anything inside. And they might have nicely painted it for you with nasty words. So that's the kind of area I'm from. It's, it's funny how people think I'm very posh and well-to-do when I'm actually real ghetto. It comes out every now and then. I think that's where my characters come from. So Shadow Moon, Lincoln, they're always stoic. They're just Oldham boys. They're just from Manchester, really. That's the main thing. So anyway, back to my story. Sundance Film Festival, I'm out getting hammered. It's great, it's fantastic. 4 days with my buddies. And I went home back to LA. And I just thought, you know what, I feel sick. I don't want to live anymore. Everything hurts. I'm never drinking again, which is what you say every time you get drinking, but I drank for 3 days. I really did not want to drink again. So I got to like a week, 2 weeks without drinking, and then I met a girl, and so you go on nice dates, right? You go out for a restaurant. What would you like? Well, no, I'm just gonna have a water. I'm driving. Make sure you get home safe. Because I'm that guy, ladies. I'm a giver, I'm all about you. I'll make sure you get home safe. Superhero. James Bond, that. Chisel. I'm so weird sometimes. You ever like talking and sometimes you hear yourself and you're like, what are you talking about? They're here, they want to hear about American Gods in the 100 and stuff. Like, you're talking about you getting hammered in Utah once, 8 years ago. Is this a line for questions? I'm still talking, you're just like, will he shut up? I need to ask some questions. So, anyway, Utah. So I met a girl and I was out, going to the cinema, I was taking her to dinner and, things like that. And then I got to like 3 weeks and I was like, that's pretty impressive for an Englishman. I wonder if I can do a whole month. That would be impressive. And then I got stubborn and thought, could I do 2, 3, 6? Can I do a year? And now I'm on 8 years and I've not touched it since. Which is pretty good because I feel healthier, I feel way more jacked. Do you know when the bodybuilders these guys crack me up, and if there's someone in here, please don't beat me up afterwards. But bodybuilders, when they're in the gym and they're always in the mirrors and they do all this, I'm like, who stands like that, bro? Why are you trying to look good like this? I want to do all my muscles in the gym so that I look good like this. Or like this, jacked. That's how I stand. I actually do stand like that, don't judge me. It's really weird. So yeah, I feel better. I saved a lot of money because I'm English, I can drink like a fish. I saved myself thousands because I did stupid stuff as a young man. And if my advice is to any young people out there, don't drink. It ages you. You waste a lot of money and you do stupid things. So, we all need to make mistakes. I prefer lessons than mistakes. But yeah, so I've not drunk a dip since, and people constantly are just like, oh, just have a shot, I've just had a baby, or just, and on purpose as well, like not like when we were younger, by accident. Like my friends are having babies like on purpose. So when you know you're getting old, when they start like trying to do it. It's weird. Oh, I'm so old, why are you so responsible? I'm eating chocolate for breakfast. But yeah, so it ages you, you waste all that money, it's all crazy, man. But yeah, if I was gonna say 3 things, don't drink. Do a little bit of exercise, even if it's just walking around, up a hill, down a hill, up the stairs. Take the stairs, don't take an escalator. And then 3, always tell people you love them. Family, friends. Because you never know when it's the last time. Or, you don't know if you're having a bad day. And sometimes you can just call someone up and just go, hey, yo, love you, bye. And then hang up, like proper hang up, don't wait for an answer. Because then it'll make your day, because it's funny. Bye. So yeah, I guess you've been waiting long. I should probably get through some questions. Otherwise, I will talk for an hour. Wait, is it over here? Oh, you're first. You're a decoy. Red herring. Made me look a fool on TV. I'm kidding. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Well, I'm good, I have some days, I'm hungry, I don't know what I want to eat, should I have steak, should I have chicken, I might just have some crisps, that's the chips to you guys in America. We call chips fries, but then fries, it's so crazy, it's the same thing.
Okay,
Shut up, bro, just answer my question.
What was it like to work with Orlando Jones?
Orlando Jones? What is it like to work with Orlando Jones? Man's crazier than a cracker, I'll tell you what. Orlando Jones is 432 years old and still looks 12. He is not aged at all. And I used to watch him when I grew up and he looks the same. Exactly the same. Now he's gonna tell you that he's like raw vegan and he's all eating healthy and he does all the good stuff. It's a lie.
It's a vampire. Absolute vampire, because I've seen many vegans age. My ex-girlfriend was a vegan. Psycho. I'm joking, no, I made mistakes, she made mistakes. We're all humans. It was 50% me, 50% her. But Orlando Jones doesn't age. But he's one of the most intelligent men you'll ever meet. And one of the funniest, obviously. And I wish he was here. I probably wouldn't talk as much, which probably helps you guys, because he's way funnier. But I love the guy more than anything. He's incredibly talented. He gives me loads of advice about life, business, work, acting, women. I should probably ignore that one. I'm just kidding. I'm not. But yeah, he's an incredible guy, and I love him to bits. I still can't believe he texts me. You know, like, I still fangirl, not fanboy. I fangirl because I squeal. So when Orlando Jones, Ian McShane, Kristen Chenoweth, you know, they text you and you're like, oh! I know him. It's so cool. It's really cool. I still get excited. Like, you know, I'm the lead of the show. It's my show. It's Shadow's show. But I still get excited when my castmates text me. Maybe that's more because I just want friends. Oh, thank you. Can I just say that the accent here is really sexy to me. I love the way you guys speak. It's very hot. I'm very into it. I may find myself a Utah wife. Or 10. Just saying. So yeah, incredible human being. I wish he was here. You should all text him later tonight and just tell him how amazing he is, and he is very missed. Pardon?
Instagram.
His number? Just Instagram him or tweet him. But if you don't have his number, it's 423. He'll love it. Text him. Next question.
Test. Okay. Testing. Theo, good to meet you. Great hugger, by the way. Real quick, you are Shadow Moon. You're fantastic in the show. You're phenomenal. I love the book.
So you carry on though.
Yeah. No.
You do more.
No, you. So real quick, what is your one big takeaway from spending so much time in a car with Ian McShane?
Don't let him eat nachos. And that guy gets gas. I'm kidding. He doesn't. No, he's hilarious. He's a prankster. Like, everyone sees this intense character, like, in everything he does. But he's a real jokester. We're both from Manchester. We both have a lot of fun. So we hit off straight away. We had this weird connection straight away. And in the car, like, he's a good giggle. Like, he's a bit of an... I have to censor myself sometimes because I see young faces and I'm like, earmuffs! He says this. He has a very, very colorful vocabulary. Let's say that. But yeah, so like he tells jokes and like tells really crude jokes like seconds before we go for a take. And I'm like a child. I will crack the heck up. And then I'm gone. That's me. I'm useless. Like, you've got, my name's Shadow Moon. You know, best thing about being a prison is a relief. And then I'm start going. And they're like, Ricky, get it together. Yo, time's money. But I can't help it. I get the giggles and I can't stop. And he knows it. And he's a pro of like 50 years in the business. So he just goes, like a robot, dead inside. So everyone's now waiting for me, giggling like a little schoolgirl. Time is money, Ricky. And then I'm like, and I'm not afraid. I'll throw him under the bus. I'm like, Ian told me a joke. And then he's like, it's really hard to do Ian McShane without swearing. No. This is a PG Netflix show. But anyway, he pulls a lot of pranks. So there's this one time I was shooting in the car at night, and we're a little bit different in color. So he lights up, it's fine. I'm just all teeth and eyes. You know, like Alice in Wonderland, the Cheshire Cat, just like floating, just teeth and eyes. Wow, that's creepy. Who is next to Wednesday? And so they put like a blanket, a white blanket on my lap, and then shone a light, so it bounced off the light and threw a bit more light on me without affecting Ian so much, so it balanced us off. Otherwise he'd turn into a ghost. It would be too bright for him. So they have to balance lighting and things like that when there's two different kind of shades in a pitch, the same picture. And so we're doing a scene, and we're not really in driving, we're in a studio. And it's where they put like blue screen around you, and it's when you see like those really crappy sitcoms and they're driving like this. Or they have conversations but like this. And I'm like, look at the road! You're gonna kill someone! So I'm looking at the road, and we're going through the scene. And it's a serious scene, and then all of a sudden I start to feel like the sheet moving. And I'm like, just trying to stay in character, I'm just trying to stay in the scene, I'm doing my lines, and I'm like, I catch it and I grab it, because I think it's fallen off my lap. And then it keeps going. And so now I'm like, pulling it, and then I realize Ian's trying to pull the sheet off my lap. He's pulling, so he's driving like this. I'm just like, yeah. And he's strong, he's like 87 or something, and he's strong, he's not really, don't tell him that. He'll kick my ass. He's 59. And so like, we're fighting for this sheet, and like, then we cut, and then the director's like, really like, he doesn't know what to say, he's really sensitive. So he's like, that was great, that was wonderful. And you can see he's trying to he wants to tell me something, and he doesn't know how to say it, because he thinks it's gonna be racist. When a white director comes up to you and he's like, that was fantastic. No, I loved it, the performance, I loved it, it was great. And he's looking at lights, and then his DOP comes over, the guy who does all the lighting, and he's having a whisper in his ear, and he's like, could we? And he's looking me up, and he's like, could we get more light on Ricky? And then I'm like, Ian took my sheet, right? He took my sheet in the scene, that's why he couldn't see me, it's why I was eyes and teeth. And again, Ian's like, you fucking liar. Like, completely innocent. Like, I just spat on his children, like, shocked. But that's what Ian McShane's like. He's the best person, him and Orlando. I did a scene with him and Orlando that got cut from season 1. It's so funny. I wish they'd show it in the bloopers or something. Not in a blooper, but it's, cut scenes and stuff, deleted scenes. But those two are incredible people. Love them to bits, and they've taught me so much. Incredible. I feel blessed to be on stage with them.
I was wondering if you were a flavor of cake, what flavor of cake would you be?
If I was a flavor of cake, what flavor do you think I'd be? Tell me. What do you think I'd be?
Probably chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake? Do you like chocolate? No, that's going too far.
It's going too far, I'm getting a head rush. I was getting dizzy. But if I was a flavor of cake, you nailed it, chocolate. I'm a chocolate man, literally. The cutest thing in the world, an ex-girlfriend way back when I lived in England. I love the innocence of kids, but she she whispered into my girlfriend at the time's ear, "Is Ricky made of chocolate?" I don't know why she's from the Valley, California, because she's English. My go-to accent is always Valley girl. I don't know why. What the fudge? I just don't get it. I can't even finish a sentence. But she was like, "Is Ricky made of chocolate?" And she was like, "Pardon? Is he made of chocolate?" And then you see her like eyeing me up, like, could I eat that? And she was like, no, people just have different colors in their skin. She's like, "Will he bring me chocolate?" And then she's like, "He might do, if you ask him." And I mean, I looked at her, just dead in my eyes. Fucking racist. Racist 4-year-old, I'm gonna kick you in the throat. My chocolate foot. I didn't. It was more of a glance. Just grazed her like a horse. I'm joking, you don't hit kids! Often. I'm kidding. But yeah, love chocolate. I'm obsessed with chocolate, and I'm 3 weeks out from Shadow Moon, starting Shadow Moon, so I've still got 8 months to put on, 8 pounds to put on, lean muscle. So I'm on this crazy diet, which sucks, and all I can think about is chocolate. Thank you. Love you though.
Hey Ricky, welcome back to Utah.
Thank you, bro. Did we meet? I have no idea.
Us?
Anyone could just go, "Yo, remember Utah?" And I'm like, "Yo, that was sick, yo." I don't know. I could have met you all. Did we? I probably did.
All right, taking you back to the 100. What were your thoughts and feelings on the death of Lincoln and your last day on set?
Wow, did the room just get dark? You just heard like, oh. It's like someone just said something scary. Lincoln was a great character. Best character, loved him. He was wicked, badass, moral. For me, he taught a lot of great lessons. He taught, he was constantly making sacrifices for other people and for the woman he loved, Octavia, which I feel that's how life should be. It makes life better when you think of others before yourself. That's how this world's gonna get better, when everyone stops being selfish and greedy. And saying that, for me, I feel that we have a responsibility in TV and film. Yeah, we tell the truth, yeah, we tell stories, but also try and inspire the world in different ways. And we have a great chance to show how good things happen to good people. And far too often we show bad things happen to good people. And the good guys don't always win. And in that case, someone's prejudice clouded that story. We all know the Muppet producer that I didn't get on with. Killed off Lincoln when he was supposed to leave at the end of the season. And for me, that story could have been deeper, stronger, and shown a better message to a young audience, where there's no reward in being a good person. You know, he was a good guy, he sacrificed himself for unknown people and then was killed instantly. It made no sense. And yet you had like Bellamy kill 300 people, innocent people, the day before. You know, and amongst others. So obviously it was a dumb storyline. It made no sense, and the only reason it happened was because I booked American Gods, and so he rewrote that episode. So it was rushed, you know, and it was a shame. But at the same time, it allowed me to leave a negative situation to go and find my happiness and be surrounded by people who I cared about, who cared about me. And on the day, it was fun. I had a giggle because I knew I was leaving. But I was fine because I was still having a normal day, fun day at work with Mike, who plays Pike. Mike, who plays Pike. Never knew that before. Mike, who plays Pike. Sorry, I was having a moment. But then it wasn't until one of the crew came up to me and she was crying and she was like, I'm gonna miss you, but but I won't say what she said because it was quite detailed. But she was like crying, and I was fine until I saw her. It was the same at my brother's wedding. I was fine until I saw my mum cry, and then the little schoolgirl jumped in me and just went, I'm sorry to miss you too. I'll be right. And then it got a little bit sad. Like once the scene was done and I'd said my speech and I said goodbye and wished everyone well. It got a little bit emotional at the end. But that's what happens, you know. People, it's in any industry, you know. You leave jobs and you move on, and sometimes you speak to people and you keep in contact. Sometimes you don't, you know. And I keep in contact with some, others I don't. But I just feel very blessed that I had a great character that hit hard with a lot of people around the world, and it makes me feel better about what I was doing. You know, that I was still giving my best, no matter what got taken out, cut out, and blah, blah, blah. I was still giving my best and everything I could. No, I should be applauding you, because you made me feel worthy of, and you made me feel grateful that I was putting in that effort and it was being seen by you guys. So I'm very grateful, and always have been, to the fans who saw Lincoln, who saw Octavia and saw Linktavia and that story. Because that story really could have run and run and run, and they could have had their own spin-off show. Those two really could have gone on for years. So a lot of fun. I miss the character. I miss, you know, Marie. But American Gods is sick, bro! And I get paid way more money, so. Thanks, buddy.
Hi, my name is Allie. When you worked in Austinland, it's the silliest, goofiest movie ever.
Yes.
So how much of that was scripted and how much was it you guys just goofied off? It looks like you were just having fun.
Jennifer Coolidge, I don't think any of her lines were scripted. Like, for real. That's when you know you really start to realize your comedy chops and where you are on that ladder of comedy. Because like in that it was my first comedy, and it was a real good lesson. I'd love to do some more and go back. And Shannon Hale actually wrote a sequel to her book, Midnight in Austinland. So let's do a sequel. But like with Jerusha, the director, she'd be like, okay, we just run that line and you do the scene. And she's like, yeah, that's great. Give me another punchline. And you're like, okay, so you do the scene. And so you'll just do this, like the last line, like the punchline. But she's just like, just go off your head. And so you're like, bam. I'm out. I'm done. Jennifer Coolidge, you need to stop that bitch. She is phenomenal. She just goes on, and she's got line. And every single line is hilarious. And so a lot of that movie got cut because of unprofessional little children like me going, like literally, they could have had so many more scenes but people would just, like James Callis would just be like leaning into the women, just like someone's head's there, and they're just like trying to duck behind them. You just find ways to just avoid the camera. So working with someone like that was just phenomenal. Georgia King, who played like my partner in the thing, she was crazy. And then James Callis, you never know what someone's gonna do when they start on set. You know, like Johnny Depp on Pirates of the Caribbean just turns up and he's all this drunken thing, and he was like, oh, Keith Richards, and it was marvelous. And people must have been like, yo, we're gonna get fired. What is Johnny doing? He is hammered. We were the same with James Callis, because he was like, and I was like, oh wow, bro, you doing that? Am I on the right movie? Am I doing it right? You start to question yourself, because people make really strong choices, but it's cool, it's awesome. So I learned a lot, and I love that cast. They were incredible, and hopefully I get to work with them again. Last question, I'm being told. Hello, my lovely.
I was wondering about the 100, what the worst parts of the costume was, and what the worst part about American accent is.
Say again, sorry.
Sorry. The worst parts of the 100 costume and
Yep.
the American accent.
What's the worst part of an American accent? Are you trying to get me lynched? There is a room full of Americans. And me. Look, you just... That sounds like a you problem. I'm American, so you're gonna get your ass worked. The worst part of not American Gods, that's my new show. It's on Stars in America. Season 3 starts shooting soon. First 2 seasons are already out on Stars. You can get them on the app as well. I watch it through my Amazon Prime account. Don't tell Stars. The 100 was, we were wearing a lot of animal. Not real animal, but like furs and like layers and stuff like that. And when you start shooting in the summer, it's hot as balls. You don't have balls, but they're hot. Hot as armpits, I should have said. That was very sexist. I'm sorry. I'm English. It's my go-to. Hot as balls. It's as hot as armpits. Because they're hot, right? They're hot. Are your armpits hot right now? Look at everyone. It's synchronized. Front row just... He's right. They're hot. So it gets really hot, and you're like really like steaming, you're sweating, and then you know Lincoln's got all this like war paint on. That starts to go, and so like the makeup have to keep coming in and fixing it because I'm real sweaty, and so a lot of times I have to start dehydrating myself. So I stop drinking water so I don't sweat so much. I do it a lot on American Gods because we film during the summer. This season we're actually going to film during the winter, so I'm going to be miserable, number one, but that won't be a problem. And then in the winter, it gets really heavy and wet, and it smells like ass. Because it's all like wet fur, and it stinks, it's damp, it's disgusting. And so you're just in the scene, and you'd be like, that's me. Like you think it might be the forest that we're in, like maybe you stepped in some like bear poo or something like that. No, that's your shoulder, bro. Your shoulder smells like someone's ass. And you gotta wear that, and that stays with you. You gotta wash that like several times. And also like when you're filming that, they put dirt in your fingernails, because no one's having showers and baths in the 100. So you've got these dirt drilled into like your cuticles and all that sort of stuff. But you can't get that out for like weeks. So when you go and like have meals at restaurants, people think you're homeless. They're like, you're disgusting. Say, Valley Girl straight away. So, don't know why. Go with it. Said, please wrap up, Ricky. Stop talking. Never. But they think you're disgusting. It's outrageous. So yeah, that was a tough costume to have because that stuff stays with you for a long time after you finish filming. And so does the smell. So if anyone 100 comes up to you and they smell, forgive them. They've probably been wearing ass shoulders. And the American accent, I'm more of a mimic. And I think Brits are better at doing the American accent than Americans doing British, because when I grew up, everything was American. All the good TV shows and movies were American. I watched Knight Rider, Baywatch, you know, anything with David Hasselhoff, apparently. The guy was a legend. Good man. His hair was wonderful. So I'm more of a mimic. So when I hear an accent, I need to figure out if a character's old, young, educated, not educated, whereabouts is he from, or is it general? And so I figure out all those things. But I think it's just easier for us because it's always in our ear growing up. Whereas you've only had Mary Poppins, which is the worst English accents I've ever heard. Dick Van Dyke. Hello, Mary Poppins. Lovely jubbly apples and pears. You sound like you're from London. That's not how we speak. We're like James Bond. All of us, yes, every single one. No, we're not. So nowadays, there's a lot more Brits around, and so there's a lot more Americans who are really good at the English accent now. So it's just about hearing that right thing. So for me, as long as I can hear it, and you hear the rhythms, then I'm good with the American accent. So I got told that my accent was pretty good. A lot of people come up to me and they're like, "Oh, I'm your #1 fan." Wait, you're British? Just gotta read my Twitter, my Insta. It says it right there. Ricky Whittle, British. #1 fan. Not. So yeah, I love doing the American accent. It's fun. It's an extra layer. But I need to leave. I'm not sure if have I got another panel tomorrow, or is this it? This is it. I don't want to go. You can't make me go. I love you all. Okay, I'm gonna have to go. But I'm be signing and doing photos all day tomorrow. It's my last day tomorrow. But I just want to say thank you very much for having me. Constantly love doing these shows because it's full of positivity and happiness and people just having fun, having a blast. So spread the love, take it home. Spread the love when you get home with your friends. Tell your friends about this. Come with your friends. Share that experience. Just love life, man. It's real easy. We make it difficult. It's so much easier to smile and enjoy your own day than to worry about pissing on someone else's day. It's none of your business. What you'll think about my life, it's none of my business. I don't care what you think about my life. I'm living it. You should be the same. Focus on yourselves. Worry about yourselves. Spread that love. Tell people that you love them. I love you guys because you brought me here. So I'm thankful for your passion. Thank you very much. Have a great week.
Everybody give a huge round